Waiting for MK to join.
What
Yes! What up, man?
What's up, man?
I saw you been working out. I saw you put your arm up like that on purpose. You must be. That's what you've been doing the whole time, eh? Since you've been locked down.
Nah, I actually have. But I only been doing sit-ups.
Oh, right. Okay. So I was
Yeah,
reading that apparently before the lockdown, like 2 weeks prior to the lockdown, your last show was really in Toronto. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was there. Like it was during the stuff just started to happen.
Right. So
Like,
your last
literally.
kind of show that you played was in Toronto then.
I think it legit was.
Wow. And that was that
I
Rebel?
think it. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Awesome. So thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it, man. You got a lot of things going on. We know that. Do you
thanks
remember
for having me.
talking to me on the rooftop in New York City when we were at that Ultra Records party?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was me. And then you were with that girl, Annabelle, who you guys have that song called So Hot. You did the remix, which is doing really well.
Yeah, we're doing
it's
really
hot.
well. Like totally by surprise. We're just like, it's been like #1 on BPM for like I think 2 weeks in a row. I had no idea.
Right.
Like I woke up and I'm like, it's #1. What? It's crazy.
And then apparently it's like #4 on the U.S. dance chart. Going to go to #1 apparently for
Is it? I have not. I don't really look at charts, so I'm just surprised as anyone else.
You just lay the
That's
heat
cool,
down
though.
and it just happens to be a hit.
I'm not. That's my job, dude. Lay the heat down and keep it moving. Like that's.
I like
that's
that.
not my job to watch what the song does. That's not my thing.
I was talking to one of my buddies and he was super excited to have you on. He's like, man, that guy is a legit icon. He's like a big house music fan, and he kept going on and on. He's probably
cool.
watching right now. Show's going out to Andrew watching.
That's funny.
But
What's
you've
his
been
name?
around.
His name is Andrew.
You grew up in Detroit, and how do you think that influence, like what influence growing up in Detroit have on you? You think?
I mean, Detroit. People who haven't been to Detroit, it's like dance music capital of the world. You know, from just techno, electronic music, like really cool dance music from the '80s. You know, there was break dancers there. It's a dancing city, and it's soulful.
Right.
You know, Motown's there, so it's just a soulful dancing. You know, probably one of the most important cities in the world for dance music. And I just grew up in the middle of it. You know, my mother used to watch these dance shows. When I was little, she just sit in her bed eating sunflower seeds, watching these dance shows. Like seriously, like
Wow.
And it's just in me, just the dance thing.
You have like 500 productions to your name. Did you know that?
Do I? Wow.
500 productions to your name, which is massive. You are an icon, man. You've been around for a minute. I was talking to somebody else too, and they were talking about the Push the Feeling On. Now, the original of that song is not good. When you did it, though, when you redid it, that's the real song, correct?
Yeah. Sorry, Annabelle England just came in the room. Hi.
Oh, that's okay.
We're just talking about you. I love you too. Yeah, Push the Feeling On. It was basically one of my first. I was remixing during the '90s, but I wasn't really getting paid. I was doing it for friends. I was remixing for Kevin Saunderson, Inner City. And Nightcrawlers was one of the first, like, just real songs I got hired to remix. The original was like a soul record.
Okay, the original.
It was not a dance record at all. For some reason, they wanted a dance version of the song.
And then you did it.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, but the song is like not a dance song, so I stripped everything away. Finished the mix. I used a lot of the vocals, and the label came back and said we don't like it.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, okay, so what do I do now? Like, they don't like it, and I had a flight to go. I was in New York at the time. I had a flight to fly to Detroit that same night. I'm like, I have a flight. I can't do the mix over, and I'm going to be gone for a week. So do I just not get paid and not do it? I'm like, nah, man, I'm just going to do it. And I told this story in a couple of interviews. I literally took 30 minutes and finished the remix. I didn't use any vocals. I laid the drums down, and for producers who are listening, they'll understand what I'm saying. But when I tried a bass line out, my first take on every single sound was the one I used. So I played the bass line. I'm like, yep, that's it. I chopped the vocals up, made the vocal sample. Yep, I'm using that. That's it. Played the horn thing. Yep, that's it. Use that and mixed it down in 30 minutes. Turned it in, and didn't listen to it. Okay. So when I got back to New York a couple weeks later, sent the mix in, they approved it, and I listened to it. I'm like, this is bananas. Like, I'm like, this is crazy. And I called my brother Scott. I'm like, listen to this. He's like, what's that? I'm like, it's a remix I did. Yeah. And it just flew from that point.
Man, yeah, because I had no idea about that. I thought that was the original, and then someone told me, no, MK is the one who did that. And then I was like, wow, I had no idea. I'm going to play a clip of it. I don't know if I'm not sure if this will get taken down or not, but here it is for everybody that doesn't know what we're talking about. And we've supported this song way back in the day. Yeah. That was a big song for us in the 90s, man. And that obviously that Burning track too that you laid down or you did was really big for us as well. Let me see if I can find a clip of that. Oh yeah, here we go. You wanting and waiting for more. Yeah. So you've been around for a minute. We supported you a lot too. We played 17 and a whole bunch of other records. So congrats on all the success. And congrats on getting turned down and then just sort of redoing it again and making it a big hit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the fun of it. You know, you do it, you get turned down, you just bounce back up and just, you can't let that distract you.
And you see that dude that jumps out of the car when it's like, it's Friday, that they use that song in that. I was like, wow.
It's funny. What I was saying about that remix is when you get hired to do a remix, I get paid a fee.
Okay.
It's not that way now. We kind of changed the policy, but back then, and still most younger remixes, they get paid a fee and that's it. You don't get any royalties. I think that sold over 10 million copies, but I don't see the royalties in that. Pitbull sampled it.
Yeah.
Everyone else got paid but me.
But so you never really got paid for that record?
I got paid, I think, like 10 grand.
Oh, so we should.
But the guys who did the original song, who they get paid every time they retired off it. I think. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. So you're doing remixes now, I hear, from for other people while you're quarantined. Are you doing stuff for like Ellie Goulding and Alessia Cara, from what I hear? Is that correct?
I just finished those. I'm doing Calvin Harris' new one. I'm doing Katy Perry right now.
Her new song or
new song, yeah.
Okay. And then you had that new song that came out today with Diplo, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Right. And that's called On My Mind, the MK remix.
On My Mind, yep. Yeah.
Awesome. Maybe some advice for, I know it was great how you said, you got turned down, but you kept going and going, but some advice for maybe some up and coming DJs or producers that need advice from you. What do you say?
I'd say for a DJ, try to be unique. Because right now it's so easy to buy decks and download songs and play a cool set where the songs are easy to find. But there's so many DJs that kind of play the same style, so you have a harder chance of standing out. But if you think about the DJs that are most successful, they have a unique sound. Whether it's myself, whether it's Jamie Jones, whether it's Diplo, Deadmau5, it's like everyone has their own unique sound, and you can cut through a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Same with producers. If you produce and you try to make a song that sounds like,
every other song. Yeah.
You're gonna have, it's not impossible, but it's gonna
take a lot longer.
It's gonna take a lot longer. But you do something, it's like when I hear something, that's unique, you're like, whoa, what is that? Who made that? And you're shot to the top quickly.
Sorry, back to the Nightcrawlers thing. Pitbull sampled that in Hotel Room Service. So you got $0 for that too?
Yes. But the funny thing is I met Pitbull from that song. And from that song, Pitbull signed me as a producer.
Okay.
So I worked on a lot of Pit records after that. So it kind of paid off in the long run. And plus, even though I didn't make royalties from the actual song, I obviously got popular from the remix. So that it balanced out in the long run.
You've had a crazy career. Like you're not just dance music or house music. You kind of did some R&B stuff back in the day with like Will Smith and stuff as we.
Will Smith, Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, SWV. For a minute, I basically quit doing dance music and did all hip hop and R&B in the late 90s.
And then flipped back around.
Flipped back around after Pitbull, actually.
Oh, so who do you, I mean, you've worked with it. Do you enjoy doing the remix thing and the producing thing rather than the DJ thing, or do you like both?
No, I like the DJ and the MK thing the best because I'm not hired by somebody. You know what I mean? If I'm producing a song for Pitbull or whoever, I'm kind of producing it where they're kind of telling me what they want. Or if I'm remixing, they're kind of telling me, hey, MK, we need a song that kind of sounds like this, or you want it to work in this club. But when I'm doing my own thing, if I'm working on 17, I don't care who's talking to me. It doesn't matter. I'm doing exactly what I want to do, the song, the way I want to do it. And, you know, it is what it is. So
speaking about the return to house music, it was 2013 where you had that Storm Queen remix that went to number one in the UK. I remember that.
Yep.
What inspired you to take on that
same
mix,
thing?
you think?
Simon Dunmore from Infected hired me to remix Look Right Through. I did, and the reason I did it is because, like, you know, Jamie Jones did a mix first. I'm like, and I love Jamie's mix. And I was thinking like, oh, I want to do a remix and be on the same package as Jamie. That's dope. I did a mix. It did well, like, on the underground scene. So it ended up being one of my biggest records played, but it wasn't dub 3. It wasn't the version that went number 1. So since I had an underground version that did decent, I made a new version to not sell, only to play during my sets.
Right.
And that version just went nuts.
Yeah.
And then I called Simon Dunmore. I'm like, hey, I did another version of that remix. You can have it. Cause it's just, I'm the one that has it, but people are going crazy when they hear it.
Right.
And he was like, all right. And he put it out and it went number 1.
Damn. What's your favorite remix that you've ever done, you think? Or did you
My favorite one is probably Push. I've done so many. It depends on the time. You know, it's like, obviously, the newest one I did is probably my favorite. But if I had to pick, probably Push the Feeling On.
And that's going back, like way back.
Yeah. I mean, it stood the test of time.
What's your favorite song of your own? Would you say that one?
My favorite one I wrote is probably Burning.
Okay. That's still a hot hit, man. We still play that record. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We love it.
I mean, I was super young when I made it. I wasn't trying to be famous or successful when I made it. I tried to make a really good song.
Right.
Or a cool song. It's a very unique song.
What are you listening to right now other than your own music? Like, what would be on your playlist?
The funny thing, bro, is I don't listen to music, really.
No, you just produce it and play around with it.
Yeah, because you know, if you think about it, I DJ, so I hear music all the time. I'm producing, so I hear music all the time. I'm remixing, I hear music all the time. So on my free time, the last thing I want to do is hear music.
That makes sense.
I just don't. I'm like, nope.
That's kind of like me, sort of. I listen to music in my headphones all day, and then when I get off the radio at 7 o'clock, I sort of just want to shut her down. You know what I mean?
I listen to talk radio.
Yeah, something like that. You know, something that's different. Yeah. But exactly. So you said you're working on some remixes now, and obviously you got that new track out with Diplo, On My Mind, the MK remix, which will feature here probably today or Monday for sure. And we'll continue to support you here in Toronto. What's your favorite city to go to in the world? You've been around the world. What's your favorite city in the world you like the best? Toronto? You just saying that, or is that a fact?
No, actually, Toronto's in my top 5 for sure.
Okay.
I've always loved Toronto because when I was in Detroit, I used to go to Toronto a lot. I love Toronto, love New York, and I love London. Probably my 3 favorite. Yeah.
So you've been doing some live streams that you're off for a bit. You've been doing some stuff, right?
Yeah, I've been doing them. I'm still trying to get the hang of it because I kind of don't like them. It's just weird. You know, it's like, it's weird because I'm used to playing the club in front of people. Yeah. So when I'm playing in the room by myself, I'm just like, all right, what do I do? Do I dance? Do I look cool? You know,
you got to pretend that there's people there, I guess, right?
I don't know what to do. I really it's like, you know.
Well, we got the Ultra Drive at 5 streamings coming up, and what are you laying down in the mix? Apparently, you actually have that Diplo song in the mix today, right?
The Diplo's in the mix. I have a remix that I did for 17 that I never released. It's a really sick remix, and I forgot I did it. Yeah, I forgot I did it, and I'm like, I forgot to release this. Like, legit forgot to release it.
Right.
So I played it.
So that's in there. Anything else that you can mention that people can look forward to at 5 o'clock?
What else? I couldn't play. I couldn't play my Ellie Goulding yet because I'm not allowed.
Okay, yeah, it's a little new.
Yeah, but I played my Ed Sheeran remix with Travis Scott. I played One Night. And I have a new song coming out called 2 AM. I forgot to say. I didn't play that yet because it comes out in maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So I can't play it.
We'll play that for you, man. We got that on this end.
Perfect. Perfect.
But I appreciate the mix, man. I appreciate you taking the time to do this. I guess after this whole thing is over with, which is hopefully sooner than later, you'll want to get back up on the road and probably start doing some shows, I'm assuming, right? Just like every other DJ.
100%.
Yeah. But we appreciate you taking the time.
How's the virus in Toronto?
It's okay. Like we've kind of flattened the curve and we're going the right way now. So we got some things opening like hardware stores and stuff, but we're being really careful. We're not doing it like the US is doing it, like in Atlanta where they sort of open everything. And their people are getting their hair cut and the rates, I mean, the cases are going up 40%, which is ridiculous. So we're kind of taking a bit more caution here in Canada and Toronto especially. So we're hoping we're on the downside of this, and we're hoping, you know, in the next few months that not things can get back to normal, but the new normal, I'd say, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So what do you want to say to your fans here in Toronto before we go here?
I just want to say hi, everyone, and thanks for supporting me.
Yeah. I just want to say you're a legit legend, bro, and you're the man. And I hope I see you again. I mean, we got to hang out in New York there, and hopefully we'll be able to hang out soon again. And shouts go out to the whole Ultra Records crew, Patrick Moxie, and all those guys always working hard. And I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you for being a buddy, man. And I look forward to seeing you soon. And stay safe, buddy.
Yeah, you too, man.
And thanks to you guys too. I appreciate that. Sure. MK, the legend. Bow down, everyone. Cheers, bro. Have a great weekend.
You too, man.
See you, man.
Later.
Bye.